So, it's not actually facing me. Jesus, wait there. Let's sort this out a bit. I'm a bit in short. It is quite wide, so we'll be all right here. So, wow, back. So, episode 2. Well, first proper episode, to be honest. Previous one, sorry, I just done it as a sort of flashback of all the process, because obviously I know there's some people that might be watching now. I know a bit about rotaries. I don't know everything, like all the deep down, like the back, like the proper racing stuff, all that. I know the basics. I know how they work. I know how to tune them, all that sort of stuff. And obviously, what I want to do was put a rotary in the MX5, because not many of them in the UK at all. They've started to pop up now after the last year or so, which is good. But I still want to get to that goal of an absolute beast of an MX5 that is reliable, drivable, makes power, all sorts. So yeah. Anyway. Time to strip this down. So yesterday, cracked the nut off. I had to end the episode like that because I did. I just wanted to. It's not the best position. I wish I had a mount like somewhere here-ish, but there we go. If not up there. Oh, I've just spotted a spot which we can go up there. Actually, I'll have to see what it is and test it out actually in a sec. So then you can see what's going on, put it on the desk and whatnot. But if I do, I'll move the camera around so you can see stuff and whatnot anyway, without trying to get it too grubby. But yeah, time to tip this on. Well, I've got to get a few of the lines and stuff and a few fittings and whatnot first. Then I can start pulling this thing apart. So I'm just going to have to talk and clip out and clip in and whatever else when I do. So I'm excited for this. For those people that have watched the Japan trip and Japan videos, thank you very much. Confidence out there wasn't the best. I don't know why. Even though confidence on this is amazing, I feel really confident doing this considering the fact of it's a hell of a project. But yeah, I enjoyed Japan. I filmed enough for the episodes that I could, while then still being able to fully enjoy Japan to its full potential. So there we go. I'm going to get these bolts out, get a few bits off, stripped off, then I'm going to move the camera from there to up there hopefully and see if you get a good high view. You'll have to excuse the absolute mess of the other side of the garage. I am slowly getting this into a good workable state of a garage, I would say, per se. So fun indeed. I need another little pot to put these in, to be honest. Now, if I remember rightly, these plugs were an absolute ball ache. I think I was having a bit of an oiling issue anyway on number 1 or 2, because that was the one that kept fouling. And the reason why it foul is because oil was getting on it, which means one of the control rings were leaking. Which isn't great. Hey ho. Oh. Clean. That's nice to know. I'll put them in there actually. I might reuse them then. Because I'm going to change the way I'm going to run the ignition system. I was running the R8 coils because they clip on nicely. But I'm actually probably going to revert back to the R8 coils for now because of the HT leads, and for futuring when I do the turbo, because I might have the exhaust side coming down this side. But we'll see again. And then I'll run RX7 spark plugs. Not bad, not terrible. The leadings are probably worn, the trailings are probably mint, so yeah. And for anyone that does, yeah, see, there we go, we've got some oiling on that one. So I expect it's this rear iron, which is what I expected in the first episode, which you probably will see in yesterday's, the first episode, or the last episode, because I would have put clippets in from the building process that I actually found. There's some scoring marks on the irons, well, the rear iron, because of how I cleared the rotor, and I think some stuff got released. But it is what it is. I wet and dried it and it's reassembled. Oh, it sounds like there's a lot of water in that still, which we are gonna find out. So this should be interesting. I haven't really got anywhere to grip on it. Or do I just... Yep, still a load of coolant in that. Amazing. And restart, so here we go. As you can see, I've cut there, bent it back a bit, and then rewired it. My welding wasn't the best. I then moved the sump plug, which was there, to up there, and I also notched this corner to help clear, and a load of silicone sealant. So yeah. Wow, one, I am very much glad how clean that sump is, to be honest. No metal shaving in that at all, and that is really clean. I'm kind of shocked about how clean that is, to be honest. That's really good. What I'm going to do is just chuck the sump down there, and they can go in there, because I'm not going to be using those 10 mils anymore. Somewhere. Yep. This should pop off. Beautiful. And in there, looks a little bit metal flaky, but again, it was expected. The oil didn't look it at all. Lovely and clean. That's nice. Well, it's not nice, but it is nice. So yeah, this is, if anyone don't recognise, that is a Renesas front cover, which I trimmed all that off and cleaned it up, so I could run, obviously, the electric water pump. I need some sheets to start putting some bits on. So what we got, obviously the gear for your oil meter and pump, which I left that on there because it just needed to be as a spacer, so that's that. So I'm going to pop that there with that, with the older rear weight. Now the nut for that, and the chain, your oil pump. Oh, there we go. So that was rather tight. Now the reason why I did that so tight is because I actually lost the locking washer for it, so I just Loctite the hell out of it. So that wouldn't come off. That is, probably a few rotary people are going to cry at that pain, but that's obviously oil pump drive gear. That all looks good and dandy. I'm just going to lay that down at the back there. Now there's meant to be a keyway on this, which I think, I did see it actually earlier, and I think that's slidden out as I've removed everything, or it's full. Yes, it's fallen on the floor. So there we go. That's our E-shaft keyway. Can't lose that. On to flipping it back over on its end again. Ugh. Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to touch the oil seal. I'm just going to remove the thingy because the oil seal's brand new anyway and looks in great condition. I always love enjoy. Oh Jesus! I always love enjoying doing this, just pulling all of them out. It also does mean we can have a look at how the coolant seals in this are dealt with. So I have a little stop there before I crack this and check battery and chart filming and stuff and carry on. So I'm going to have to try and do this while holding the microphone on one end because annoyingly iPhone have decided to stop you from Bluetoothing your phone to your microphone. Annoying, I need to look into it. But yes, all the parts are now stripped down. Yes, rotors, apex seals. I'm going to grab one glove on. So there we go. Absolute mess on the workmate with the floor, but I'll get all that cleaned down. Housing's there, irons are there, rotors and everything are all there. So now it's just a matter of cleaning that down, doing a further inspection of exhaust ports and working out them. I'm waiting for the RX7 intake, lower half manifold comes. That annoys me. Why the fuck do RX7 people, breakers or whatever, sell the lower half and the upper half separate bell ends? It's a whole manifold. Don't do that. But there we go. So I'm waiting for that to turn up so I can work out about doing that and make an adapter or buy an adapter that bolts the irons and work out a few other things. But that's now stripped down, ready to go. Now I can clean some parts. I need to prep some parts like this. Needs an O-ring groove machining into it, which should be able to easily do. Yeah, the irons I could sell them, but they're a bit fucked. They're a very dodgy bridge port there, and then as you can see wear marks on the irons, so I wouldn't really trust them. The rotors I'm going to use for now, but I probably will sell them in the future for the fact that they have got the FD slot in. So if these stay good, even after turboing, I may sell these. And on that note, I'm going to say a massive thank you very much for watching. It's good to be back doing this. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Obviously, I'm not an expert in rotary stuff. I've done lots of research in them. I know a lot of stuff, enjoy them, all that sort of good stuff. This is, to be honest, actually my first built rotary engine. And even then I've gone on the extreme side. So the next one will be a turbo. So we'll see how this goes, especially for the Rotary 5. And until then, thank you.